Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm finally installing my Koni shocks, my drilled and slotted rotors, my carbon brake pads, my lowering springs for the front of the car, and I think that's about all I'm doing today. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and I hope you enjoy the video. So there's a few things I've done to the motor that I've not filmed. I put a brand new power steering pump on and a billet aluminum pulley. Installed my 160 thermostat with the thermostat housing. Then I've added some of the sensors and painted and put the engine mount on. Other than that, that's all I've really done. So now I'm going to jack this out of the car up, take the wheel off, and start taking the old struts and all that stuff out. That way we can add all this new stuff. So I'm going to start doing that. Okay, so finally got the strut out. Hopefully you can hear me. I got the heater on so she won't freeze to death. But here's the old wheel bearing, then the old shocks and struts. Then here's the new ones. New wheel bearing, new shocks, new lowering springs. As you can tell, these are a little crusty. These are brand new everything. So nice and clean. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting all this stuff back on. So I already got this one halfway installed. I almost got it installed the other night till I found out I needed the insulator, isolator, where you call it, up here for the top. Then I got my slotted rotors. Then I got two new wheel bearings that's going on it. Then the little insulator cups. Then this is for the passenger side. This is UMI's lowering springs, 2.5 inch, and you should get the car pretty good stance. But I started doing all this the other night. Let me get out of the sun. But I started doing this the other night, and that's why halfway through the video it's probably dark and I'm in different clothes. So I started doing it, then I realized I needed the insulator cup, so I had to order that then wait. So I'm gonna finally install these. I've had them for like, I don't know, 6-7 months. I've been dying to get them on the car, so here goes nothing, I guess. Okay, so I figured I'd show y'all how these go together since it took me forever to figure out how to do them. This is my first time ever changing shocks or even putting shocks on an F-body, surprisingly. So the one thing I could never figure out is where this goes. I Googled and asked a few friends, and they told me it goes over here on top of this. And I was like, there's no way in the world it goes there, because I figured just, just fall on. Well, it don't. So always put a rag down, that way it don't scratch it. We just put that there, take this piece, just put it on top of it. Then you just take a hammer. I got my old handy dandy hammer. You want to hit it to where it's kind of even. It looks pretty even to me. Let me go one more way. Then you want to take this little piece. I have no idea what it's called. We want to slide it on. There we go. Then you want to take the little cover. Then you want to take the washer, stick it on top. Then you want to take your shock, or not shock, your spring. Just slide it on down. And make sure it lines up in this little groove right here. That way it fits flush. Then you want to take whatever this part is, I have no idea what it's called. Stick it on top. Then there's a little groove in it. Then you want to take the insulator and put it on top. Then there's a nut here. Once you start tightening down the nut, it will start moving this. So you want to take a 1/4 inch little wrench and just hold it there. Then you take a 17 millimeter, then you have to turn it. It's a very slow process because you only get literally like a 1/4 turn every time. So I have Shannon helping me just holding everything to turn it. But that's basically how this goes together for anybody that's never done shocks on an F-body. So now I'm gonna finish tightening them down and test fit on the car, and hopefully get them bolted on the car. So yeah. Okay, so here I am about another week later. Hopefully you can hear me. I got the heater going and she's over here just trying to warm up. But I can only work on this thing for so long before I start getting aggravated. So I was actually trying to put the shock and all that back on the other day. But these little bolts that are supposed to stay put to help line up there. If it got any type of pressure on it, it always pop them out. So that was really aggravating. I was already having a stressful day. I don't remember why, but I started getting aggravated, so I said screw it. And now I'm here back a week later. So now I'm going to try and finish this project. It's been like 2 weeks. Like I said, I can only work on this thing for so long before I really start getting aggravated. So I'm going to put this sort of on there and put the wheel back on so I can slide the car over. I realized that I had this one on backwards. This is supposed to go on the passenger side, and the passenger side is supposed to be over on the driver's side. I didn't realize that until I realized there's 3 holes right here, and they're supposed to go with 3 holes over there. But it's just switched. But I'm gonna try and do that now. Alright, so got everything pushed over. Got my handy dandy light all rigged up so I can see. It's just like the other side. You got 4 bolts up top, but I only got 1 because it's halfway in. And everything just falls out. Then 2 bolts here, and basically everything just falls right out. So I'm gonna do that, and hopefully be done with this side and start putting everything back together. I'm probably not going to film me doing both sides, putting everything back together, because I don't want to film one side, take 10 minutes of y'all's time, and film the exact same thing, take 10 minutes of y'all's time. So I'm going to probably just take this apart. I probably won't film it. Then I'll start filming the other side once I actually start putting it all back together. So I will do this, then I'll get back with you. Okay, so I finally got this side done. Hold my light that way y'all can get a good light view up in here. But it looks really good. Can't wait to get everything actually put back together and rolling. So now I'm going to go to the other side and finish that. I'll videotape me putting that side back together since there's more light and I got some more space over there. So I'm going to head over to the other side. Okay, so we finally got everything back together. Hopefully you can hear me. It's falling a flood outside, but this is how everything should look if you do this upgrade. Looks really nice and clean. But I didn't put the brake pads on yet. I'll be doing that whenever I put the whole car back together to start driving it. But to me, it looks great. So a huge shout out to UMIperformance for the shocks and lowering springs. These are Koni, how you say it, STR.T shocks. Shout out to Summit Racing for the wheel bearings and the brake calipers and pads. Then I just had a buddy of mine, Robert, powder coat the brake calipers for me. So that's gonna do it for this video. The next video should be on us running the TIC Performance battery relocation kit, where you put the battery in the trunk. So we'll run all them wires and stuff. But I'm going to try and do that in a week or two. Sorry it's been over a month since I uploaded a video. I've been busy with work, but it is what it is. So make sure you hit that like, subscribe button, and I hope you enjoyed the video.